Hi everyone, this is Rob Faith. You may have seen me in some of the chats or in some of the Facebook groups. I wanted to spend a little time today talking about my relationship with the Disney YouTube community, how I came to be a part of it, and what it means to me. Coming up on the 1 year anniversary for me for discovering this community, which really kind of completely caught me by surprise. My relationship with Disney and the Disney parks goes back to my childhood. I made my first trip to Disneyland when I was 5 years old. I had been back a couple of times because I had family and friends who lived in California. I had never been to Florida until I had the opportunity to go on a business trip in 1994. So came to visit the Disney World area at a very much older age, obviously. Throughout my adulthood, really never showed a lot of interest in traveling to the Disney parks. Like a lot of people, I felt like it was probably more geared towards children and families. And it just wasn't something that fit into my vacation thinking for a long time. That changed. Ultimately, started to get a lot of it communication about Disney, and my interest level grew more and more. So really ended up going back again and discovering what a wonderful place it is, obviously, and began spending some time there. And as part of that process, really started to follow the Disney Parks blog website very, very closely. And one of the things that is great about that site are the live streams. They live stream a lot of the parades and some of the events and openings and celebrations. And I started following that through their website. And then just by chance, I happened to buy a better smart TV that had YouTube already preloaded on it. And so I began going directly to YouTube to watch the live streams rather than going through the Disney Park blog website. Well, on July 4th of 2019, a year ago, I went on YouTube to look at the site to watch their fireworks show on Disney Parks blog. So when I clicked on YouTube, the first thing that came up said, here's a stream showing the fireworks from Disney World. And I immediately clicked on it, but didn't realize I had clicked on Resort TV 1. Um, so what I was presented with was not the Disney Parks blog telecast, but Josh and Jenna, and I believe they were actually at the Contemporary that evening, broadcasting views from there. And I was like, what is this? Completely confused. So immediately closed that out and went back to the Disney Parks blog broadcast, watched that. But when it ended, I went back and noticed that the Resort TV 1 broadcast was continuing. So I thought, well, what is this about? So ended up following it the rest of that evening, and obviously I was hooked. Became a subscriber immediately, and began following their Friday Night Live broadcasts and all of their vlogs from that point on. So just really, it was just really, I had no clue that there were people who did this, and it was just a real eye opener. And like I said, been hooked ever since. Just the amount of information, the community. It's just I can't describe how important it's become. About a month, I think it was a little over a month after that, of course, they hosted the Beverly Challenge to raise money for a very important charity there in Florida to help kids go to Disney. And it was during the course of that I discovered that there were others, a significant number of other people, broadcasting live or vlogs or so much for on YouTube about Disney, and people like Corey Meets World and the This and That people, Pete McDevitt, other people, and so forth. So I was like, well, who are these guys? So of course, check them out. Ended up subscribing to just about everyone, and continue to follow them religiously to this day. It just sort of blew my mind how much information there was out there and how many people were involved in providing this type of content. And then through that, once I decided to start planning another trip here in 2020, then I began doing some research. We wanted to take my mother with us, and she has some mobility issues. Never used a scooter, but see a lot of people using scooters. So I figured I would turn to the YouTube community and see, has anyone said anything about scooters? And that's when we discovered Michael K. And his videos and vlogs and his channel have become a subscriber, obviously, right away to him because he did this awesome scooter vlog with a lot of great information, and really, really proud and happy to be part of that community now as well. So just wanted to express just a big thanks to everyone in this community, to all of the creators. I would be remiss. I also met Maria and Chris from Lake Buena Visitors on Resort TV One stream, and have become a huge fan and follower of LBV TV. So it's been a great ride. It's been a great year for this. With all the things going on in this world and all the things that have happened in 2020, if I had not had this community to look into 2 or 3 times a week, it would have been challenging to get through it. So I just really wanted to thank everyone, all the content producers, all the creators, and everyone in the community, everyone in the chat. It's just really been an awesome ride, and really looking forward to more things to come. And hey, maybe even meeting some of you when I'm there later this year. So again, big thanks from me, from my family, really from all of us here in Houston, Texas. And let's keep up the great content, and please keep doing what you're doing because it really is appreciated. Thanks, guys.